Hi everyone, my name is Nikki Windsor. I'm the founder of Jungle Goddess, and I help people identify diet and lifestyle strategies to help with health and well-being. So today I want to talk to you about the power of breath. Now, although breath is an automatic function that's controlled by the nervous system, we're able to consciously control the way in which we breathe. And there are a number of different breathing techniques that we can use that are beneficial to our health and well-being. Now, breath has been used for hundreds of years by Buddhists, yoga practitioners, and various different types of healers. And it's associated with our life force and our energy. And this is why meditation and yoga practices place so much importance on the actual process of breathing. Now, different breathing techniques can help reduce stress. They can lower your heart rate, they can lower blood pressure, and they can help the symptoms of depression. Now, if you suffer from chronic pain, you can utilize the power of breath to help you manage those pain periods. Now, you've probably heard of the fight or flight mode. I mean, that's when we switch into a mode which is really a protection mode. Back in the day, it used to be when we came across a bear and we had to, run for our lives to escape for the bear. And the nervous system ends up pumping adrenaline into our system, blood into the muscles to help us, give us the energy that we need to get out of that situation. Well, in the modern day, things like stress can trigger that flight or fight mode. The flip side is what we call the rest and digest mode. So that's when everything's good, everything's calm, and that digest part is because when you're in fight or flight mode, the body, the nervous system actually suppresses the digestive system. So when you're in that relaxed rest and digest mode, that's when the digestive system really re-engages. So that's why some long, prolonged periods of stress can really affect your digestion. So there are several different breathing techniques that you can use to not only help you kind of escape those stressful times, trying to lower that stress and to take you out of that fight or flight mode, which in turn helps digestion. So when you're using breath to calm the body and the mind, you really should be engaging diaphragmatic breathing rather than the shallower lung breathing. Now, the diaphragm is a large dome-shaped muscle located at the base of your lungs. So it's here. Now, diaphragmatic breathing, it's also known as belly breathing. So that involves fully engaging the abdominal muscles to help pull this diaphragm, this muscle, with each breath. So if you put one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest, you should, when you take a deep breath, you should be breathing down into the belly and you should feel your hand move out, rather than chest breathing, which is where you feel your chest lifting up. So it's really about breathing in and through down into your belly. So these breathing techniques can be practiced at any time, at any place, and ideally you want to find a comfortable seat in an upright position, either in a chair. If you're in a chair, it's best with both feet on the ground, or sitting on the ground, either cross-legged or on a cushion. Now you can lay down and do these, but because it is triggering a very relaxed state, you may find that you fall asleep. It's actually a really good technique to use if you have trouble sleeping, and you can engage these breathing techniques to help you fall asleep. Now, as I said, there's several different types, so I'm just going to introduce you to a few of them. There's just a very simple breath count, and that's just literally breathing in and exhaling and counting with each inhale and with each exhale. So in 1, out 2, in 3, out 4. Now you can count for a number of repetitions, like counting up to 8 and then counting back down to 1, or you can use a timer. So there's various different ways, but it's focusing your mind on the counting, and that's bringing you into the present moment, and it's taking your mind away from these stressful thoughts or situations. Now, another type of another technique is box breathing, which is good for stressful situations, good for insomnia, to improve concentration. So maybe if you're studying or you're working and your mind's going, then you can bring this to refocus yourself, to calm down any kind of panic situation or overwhelm. And with this, you breathe in for 4 seconds, and then you hold your breath for 4 seconds, and then you exhale for 4 seconds. Now it's best to breathe in through the mouth, breathe in through the nose and then out through the mouth. So it's in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. And basically you just repeat those steps until you feel recentered. Now, if you find a count of 4 is too much, then you can start with 2 or 3 and increase it with practice. Another is the 4-7-8 breathing, or it's called relaxed breathing, which is very similar to the box breathing. It's a deep breathing technique that helps calm you, reduce stress and anxiety, and it can help initiate sleep. So you close your mouth and you inhale quietly through your nose to a mental count of 4. Then you hold your breath for a count of 7, and then exhale for a count of 8. Now you can make a whoosh sound as you exhale with that. So in. That out breath is really emptying your lungs fully. Now you can repeat that 3 or 4 times, and that usually is enough just to kind of switch you out of that situation. Another option is a count, a breathe in for 7 and a breathe out for 11. Now, often that we use the count in and breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, but you can use you can alternate and work to find out what's best for you. So this is a really good thing to do before eating. So if especially it's really not good eating on the go and stuff. So it's really worth, because you're in that fight or flight, you're in that active, and that's not when your digestion is working at its best. So take that time to actually just take a few breaths before you eat, just to calm yourself, ground yourself, and it would really help the digestion process. So do you do deep breathing techniques? I'd really like to know, if you do, what kind of techniques work for you. All right, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.